2 days ago, Ryan Reynolds posted a video that almost literally broke the internet. His announcement about Deadpool 3 got 9 million views in 2 hours. What does this say about our culture? What does this say about the MCU? And why did this video get so many views so quickly? I'm Cliff, and this is Not Gospel. So whether you're a fan of the MCU or not, Deadpool has been a character, and the Ryan Reynolds portrayal of Deadpool in his movies has been a character that's been beloved virtually anywhere. Now, yes, I'm aware that his movies get a rated R rating, and they're not for kids. And I'm a conservative Christian, so yes, there is a lot of pervasive sexual content, there's language, and you don't get to pull somebody literally in half with CGI blood and guts and say F-bombs and not get an R rating. We understand that. But so far, both of his movies have been much beloved by the fan base. They did well in the box office, they got good reviews from critics and fans alike, and people have been waiting to see what happens with Deadpool as his character enters into the MCU. Why this has generated so much interest is because Disney and the MCU haven't really done that well with their characters lately. Let's be honest, ever since Spider-Man No Way Home, Disney and Disney Plus and Marvel Studios have kind of released dumpster fire after dumpster fire after dumpster fire of content, just missing the mark for the fan base of these beloved characters. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was a meh movie, and in my opinion, was not a good use of the character, not worth the watch. The Eternals was panned by critics and audience members alike. Nobody liked that movie. Thor Love and Thunder was at least polarizing. Some people loved it and how they portrayed the characters and used the characters for the narrative. Some people thought it was a waste of time. Then you've got the Disney Plus shows. Obi-Wan Kenobi, super boring. She-Hulk, meh. So now you have an opportunity, Kevin Feige and MCU have an opportunity to take a beloved character that has a popular franchise and graft him into the MCU Disney family. What are they going to do with this character? And why did this video in 2 hours get 9 million views? Well,
but we did have one idea. Hey, Hugh, you want to play Wolverine one more time?
Yeah, sure, Ryan.
Ryan Reynolds let the cat out of the bag. Hugh Jackman is being recast as his fan-favorite character Wolverine in Deadpool 3. Now, this announcement is huge for comic book fans and MCU fans for multiple reasons. There are a lot of fans who've been itching for this. They cannot wait to see Hugh Jackman redon the claws as Wolverine. But then there are other fans who think he should not redon the claws because Logan was such a fantastic send-off for the character. It was the most poetic, well-written way to give a goodbye and so long to this beloved character Wolverine. So there's tension there. Some people want to see him in the movie and some don't. There's also the tension that some people don't want the MCU and Disney to get their hands on Wolverine. They wonder how Disney could destroy this character and if letting Hugh Jackman play Wolverine in a Disney movie is going to destroy the character. They just don't know. These are the questions fans have, and these are the questions that this little teaser that literally took Ryan Reynolds an afternoon to make left people guessing with. But that's not really the focus of the video I have today. My focus is more on what it says about us culturally, that Ryan Reynolds can release a video about Deadpool, and in 2 hours it gets 9 million views. Here's a clip from CNN's YouTube channel. Now, CNN is arguably one of the largest mainstream news networks. And this clip is showcasing helicopter footage of the devastation left behind from Hurricane Ian that just touched down a day ago on Florida shores.
This is what we saw.
All that debris just littered everywhere. These were buildings? This was the building right there?
There were buildings, restaurants, and what used to be the Fort Myers Pier.
Already, this natural disaster has claimed 17 lives and left millions upon millions of dollars in damage. But from the time I filmed this video, this clip from CNN showcasing this damage only got 184,000 views in 12 hours. That's not even a drop in the bucket compared to what Ryan Reynolds did with his announcement about Deadpool. And this same thing can be said about any time a presidential figure speaks or a popular politician speaks. The most recent announcement from the president did not get 9 million views in 2 hours. This is the guy that 81 million people voted for. Why am I making this comparison? Why am I making the comparison of Hurricane Ian and our current president, or former presidents for that matter, to Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds? Clearly, our culture appears to be more obsessed with the future of this fictional character than they are about Hurricane Ian and political figures. But your thoughts about the future of Deadpool isn't what's causing fistfights at Thanksgiving. Your thoughts about the future of Deadpool isn't what's causing husbands and wives to separate, to draw lines in the sand and be left or right. What your thoughts about Deadpool aren't what's causing people to get incarcerated and to rant and to riot in the streets. It's sociopolitical stuff. Yet the politics doesn't get the views that Ryan Reynolds does for one Deadpool video. What does this say about our culture? Why does this contradiction exist? Part of it could be because Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, his wife, have remained silent about their political views. They are Hollywood alums that are beloved on both sides of the political divide. They haven't chosen to use their platforms for political activism. They've remained silent on many of these ideological slashes that have torn our country apart. Whether this is a deliberate move or whether they just believe and know what every other rational person knows, that celebrities aren't automatically sociopolitical majors by getting famous and they should probably keep their mouths shut about politics, we don't know. But what cannot be argued is that now we live in a world where apparently a fictional character played by a beloved actor is more relevant and more interesting than a natural disaster or the leader of the free world. Personally, I'm a little nervous to see the MCU and Disney take over Deadpool. Yes, there was some stuff in the previous movies that was too crass for me. I didn't appreciate the massive over-sexualization, even when it was comical. And some of the grotesque violence was a little too much for me. But that's to be expected by this character who can literally take a knife through the skull and still survive. But based on Disney's track record, I feel like Kevin Feige and Disney are going to destroy this. They just are. I don't think it's going to be good, and I'm kind of nervous to see Hugh Jackman redon the claws for something that could be a regrettable send-off for the character. Let us know what you think about this stuff. I'm Cliff. This is Not Gospel. If you like this clip from the Not Gospel Studios YouTube channel, don't forget to share. Click on one of the other links and videos. You can find them here and here, and subscribe. I think it's down here. Tell your friends about us. Tell them that it's healthy, that it's vegan, and all of those things. Keep being awesome, because that's how God made you.